No,
Yeah.
I don't think we can. I wish we could. Those are my colleagues, though. They already gave us the room, so I can't be like, hey, okay, Diana. So if you could just start off by saying, oh, you know what? Let me get. I'm just gonna give you a little blotting. Can you just? Where'd you go? Just so.
I think I'm gonna switch her over to the other side.
For real? Really?
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah. So that way they won't be on the same. We're not gonna move
You
anybody.
just did it like
No,
that?
we just did it
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Can you just give yourself a
I know I'm
just
sweating,
sweat a
I
little
know.
bit?
That way we
Your
can
forehead,
talk
your
about it.
cheeks, under your nose.
Yeah.
You don't have to, just give it a little, just tap yourself, so you know, yeah. There you go. And just get
Okay.
under your lip. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look up for a second. Do you mind if I just?
Yeah.
Makeup.
I missed my calling.
Yeah, right?
If you could slide closer to the
So
camera.
towards you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that way the eye line's even better. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Get that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. We ready?
We are ready.
Okay. So it's just a conversation. Don't. You want to say something again? We can start again. So Diana, could you just start off by saying how many years you've lived at Warren Street? And again, if you could include the question in the answer, that's really helpful.
My name is Diana Felix. I've been living in 572 Warren Houses. I've been living there for practically almost going on 8 years now, since 2010. I've moved from Flatbush between Bergen and Church, Bedford and Church, where I lived there for almost 14 months. And the reason why was because I lived in Queens and they were selling the house and I had to move. So I didn't want it to be homeless. So I started applying for housing. I've been applying for housing since the 80s. And they had me on a long waiting list for a very long time. So when I was in Queens, they finally called me in and they went on 2 interviews with them, and I moved to Brooklyn because I'm originally from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, where I practically lived all my life growing up. And from there I went into Queens, and then from Queens I went into Bedford and Church. Then from there I went into the housing. So I've practically been living there almost, like I said, this July 1st, I think 31st, I'll make 8 years there.
And can you tell us, what do you notice about the neighborhood in terms of how it's been changing since when you first moved in 8 years ago and today?
When I first moved into the neighborhood to where I'm at now, it was very different, you know. There was a lot of things going around. There was like in the corner of 4th Avenue, there used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken there where everybody used to go there and eat. And as the years passed by, they kind of took that down and they moved down to 4th Avenue and I believe 26th Street. And they were saying that they were supposed to build like a McDonald's or make something there. To this day, they still haven't done anything. You know, I used to go around on 3rd Avenue when they had the stores, the Chinese restaurant, the laundromat, the grocery store. And I used to go there practically every month, every other day to wash my clothes because it was, easy for me to get to my destination where I want to be at. And so one day, and I got very friendly with the workers in the laundromat. I met the mother, I met the son. I practically was there all my life since I was there. And one day I went over there and he told me that they were gonna leave the laundromat. So I said, why? He says, because they're closing us out. I said, but why they closing you out? He said, because they're planning to make a building here. And I didn't want to believe it. So one day I decided to pass by, and when I passed by over there, it was closed. And so I kind of, I got attached to them, so I kind of started feeling sad. Because, that was my destination. That was where the place where I just had to walk around the corner and do what I had to. But now since it's been gone, I have to walk. I gotta go do my laundry either like on 4th Avenue, or if not, go to 5th Avenue. The same thing like the pharmacy on 3rd Avenue. I gotta go to Nevins now. Because, it's a long walk, and then you have Walgreens, they took that out too. I used to go there. Even though if I didn't buy nothing there, it was closer for me to just go there and say, let me go in there, see what's on sale. And I used to go in there. That's not there anymore. They said that Walgreens moved down to Myrtle Avenue. So it makes it rough. And the store, the same thing. The Chinese restaurant, the same thing. I gotta walk to 4th Avenue now because it's no longer there.
Where do you
just do a little thing? You got a hair going.
Where?
Right in the middle of her forehead coming down.
Oh. To the left and
That's
the
good.
right.
Yeah, just do one of these.
Can you go like that?
Is that?
Yeah, I see. You got a little. Sorry,
That one
I'm just gonna
right
do
in the
that.
middle.
Is that what you're talking about, Steve?
Yeah.
That one?
Perfect.
Okay.
Great.
Where do you go now, if you need a pharmacy? Like, where do you go?
I got my own pharmacy. I go to Nevins Drugs between Nevins and Livingston Hill. That's where I get my medication. I have to walk a couple of blocks from where I live, but that's where I go. Prior to that, I used to go down on Flatbush, where they used to have this program called New Directions. That's another thing that's not there no more. They moved to Atlantic Avenue. I used to go to Flatbush through the pharmacy there. But then it was a little too far for me, so I kind of switched to Nevins.
And why is it, for somebody who might not understand, why is it important for Warren Street houses and for your community in general to have a pharmacy, an affordable grocery store close by?
Because there's a lot of people, especially senior citizens, that they can't really hardly walk far, and it makes it difficult for them to get to where they have to go and to get to the places they need to be, get there. And it's very important for me because, to be honest, we all miss it. It was an easy place to walk. You don't have to go so far. Now since it's been gone, it's tough.
Do you have a problem finding food or other products that are affordable in your neighborhood now? And if so, could you talk about that?
The supermarkets right now, the food is a little expensive now. Especially now, I usually used to go to Key Food in 5th Avenue, which now they're trying to say they're gonna break that down, they're gonna tear it down, make it into residential or whatever, and they're gonna put a little store in there. And, they said something about they might be starting to build that, I don't know how many years from now. Maybe it could be next year or the year after. So, because when I go do shopping, I like to look for sales. So I go from one supermarket to another to see which one has the best sales.
What do you think is behind all of these changes? Like you described, when you first came here, there were a lot more affordable options. There was a lot of businesses on 3rd Avenue that were catering to both Warren Street, Wyckoff, and the people working in the area. Why do you think those businesses are disappearing?
Because they want to make more money and they want to build more houses and they want to, They just want to build more houses and, make more money. So they could raise up, raise up everything.
And I know that we've just started, I know you went to your first rezoning coalition meeting last night. We've just started talking about the rezoning. But what do you think is the connection between the proposed rezoning of the neighborhood and the loss of the businesses that you're talking about?
The loss of the businesses is not the same. It's very, it's not the same because it ain't there anymore. It's making it harder for everybody to get around.
And if you had the opportunity to, to say to the mayor, hey, we need to keep, certain things, or we need to do things differently, like what would you say to the mayor if you had the power to stop what was going on or to change it in a different way?
To bring our store, laundromat, and Chinese back, because we need that. We can't afford to, walk far away in order to get to do the stuff that we need.
Are there any businesses that that you go to right now that are still here right now that are threatened, that you are worried about losing?
Well, the only thing that I know that was very important to me that's no longer there was my barber. That she was on 3rd Avenue for a long time, and the 99-cent store that they just recently removed at 3 weeks ago. And it's just like I mentioned before, me and her were talking, and she misses where she used to work at. She missed her salon. She practically almost started crying today, talking about it. But I was there to give her encouragement.
Could you just pretend we didn't have the conversation when Steve was setting up? Could you tell us about like the whole story about how you used to go there? She had her own business, and then where she got moved to, and now it's a smaller place.
When I moved into Warren Street, I was basically looking to try to find a place nearby so I could go get my hair done. So I happened to be walking around on 3rd Avenue, and I saw this salon. In the beginning, I didn't want to go in because I was like, I didn't know who this person is. But then I went because I went in and I told her what I wanted to have my hair done. She did it. And she was there for, I don't remember how many years she was there, but she has always been my hairstyle since, all the way up to now. And then one day I was in there and she told me that she had to go to court because something happened with the inspector or whatever. But she won the case. But then she told me that she had to leave the place. I said, why? She said, because the landlord wants more money. So she had to leave the salon. She left the salon, and she was like sad and stuff. So now, and she was trying to find a place to do hair. So that's where she met a guy that works in 4th Avenue, Bergen, in the barber shop, and he kind of rented her a chair, and she's been there for, I believe, about almost 2 years already with him. But she's still feeling it because she missed, she wants to have her own business again, and, she only works there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's it, 3 times a week, comparing to how she used to work every day. Every day she had her customers, and everybody that goes in there asks for her. Because she's not there, nobody want to do their hair.
Can you talk a little bit more about, you're talking about the laundromat workers and how you got to know them. Like, do you know what happened to them, or what do you
The same thing, they told them they had to leave because they were going to close down that block because they were going to rebuild. They were planning to rebuild, I guess it's a condominium, whatever they call it. And they had to leave, so, they were sad too, That laundromat, you practically could have basically called it like a family laundromat. They got along with everybody in our neighborhood. They're always there. You go there, they were always friendly. You know, if you needed something, they were there. The mother was beautiful people. I got along with her too, you know. Now that it's not there, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of sad.
And what about like for people who maybe have never had that experience? Like, why is it important in a community like ours that you have businesses where, you know, people are friendly, people are like, you know, serving the community in that way? What difference does that make?
Makes a whole lot of difference because, you know, it's important to be friendly with one another, you know. Those people were like angels, you know. They were Spanish people, they were Latino people, but they treated you with much respect.
And do you know, like where those workers and where those business owners are now for the laundromat?
I heard something about they moved way past Flatbush Avenue all the way to there. And I don't know the destination, but I know it's way past. It's on Flatbush all the way down. I don't know the address.
And do you feel, and that's the same question I asked Sandra, do you feel like there's an attack on the community that lives here? Do you think there's a conscious decision to push out either the Latino community or just the long-standing community that's been in this area for a long time?
No. I feel like, you know, they just want to do these things to get more money. That's how I feel. You know.
Can I ask you just, how does it feel just like emotionally, like, you know, to have these businesses, these people that you used to see every day and these businesses, does it make you feel like disconnected? Does it mess with your
It does.
sense of
It
well-being?
does. It does. Because I got so used to being around them. You know, it's not the same anymore. Because when you get used to a person like that, and then that happens, and you go somewhere else to do the same thing you did, like go to another laundromat, whatever, you don't have that same connection you have with the people that you already know.
That's great. Thank you. Do you have anything to add?
No, I think we covered,
Yeah. All right. Sandra, did we get it all in? Do you have anything you want to add?
Not really. Everything was said. You know.
Okay.
maybe say something like there ought to be a law that they gotta leave stuff that people can afford in the neighborhoods when they rezone.
They're just trying to make a lot of affordable housing. That's what they want to do. That's all they want. They want, you know. The way I see it, I think they really don't care about nobody. They only care about bringing other people in and forgetting about us. That's how I see it.
But even if you have your affordable housing, you gotta.
It's like you got the low income people. Why can't you give affordable housing to them? People that can't afford to pay, high rent.
It's just like the 2 new buildings that are gonna be put up near White Oak Gardens.
Yeah.
Are we eligible for those 2 buildings? I'm wondering,
Yeah,
because they're saying it's gonna be market rate.
yeah.
But if you get affordable housing and then the only grocery store is Whole Foods, you have enough trouble right at Key Food these days finding stuff.
That's
But
true.
your only shopping option is Whole Foods.
And if they close down Key Food,
That's it. We gotta go walk to Seatown or Stop and Shop and all those other kind of stores, which just makes it farther. Like she said before, even the senior citizens, they got that Atlantic Avenue Street is dangerous,
twice I almost got run over.
especially where senior citizens that they walking in walkers and canes and sometimes they can't see.
I wish that they would have a shuttle bus for certain days that would take the seniors across that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Atlantic
nice.
Avenue,
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Mhm.
All right, so you got everything covered?
I think so.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that was great. That was great, Diana.
I don't know.